Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Goldfish Gladiators. So today, we are playing a deck that we did an instant deck tech of a couple of weeks ago, and we haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, and it looked pretty sweet, so I wanted to give it a shot, and that is Gruul Frenzy. Basically, a very different take on Experimental Frenzy, rather than just like slotting it into a red deck or a Boros deck and trusting that you get value. This deck is not only looking to kind of go bigger with Frenzy, but it's playing a lot of cards to maximize the potential of Experimental Frenzy itself. So we're going to give this a shot on Magic Arena, see how it works out, and today we're going to do a super quick 2-minute refresher deck tech. If you want to see a in-depth breakdown of Gruul Frenzy, make sure to check out the instant deck tech, which goes on for a while talking about the deck, but we're just going to do a quick refresher deck tech for today so we can get right into the games. Anyway, a quick reminder before we break down Gruul Frenzy for Standard. If you enjoy this deck and you enjoy Goldfish Gladiators in general, it would be amazing of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk Gruul Frenzy, starting with the namesake card Experimental Frenzy, and this is what the deck is all about. We're looking to play Experimental Frenzy and try to play as many cards as possible off the top of our deck before the Frenzy fizzles, and to facilitate this, the main plan of the deck is to get through pockets of lands. If you've ever played Experimental Frenzy, the way the Frenzy fizzles is when you hit your second land, because you only play one land each turn, but our deck has multiple ways around that. Number one, Dryad Greenseeker. In the early game, it generates card advantage, and then after we have a Frenzy on the battlefield, and we can see the top card of our deck, we play the first land for our turn, keep playing cards. When we get to the second land, we can just tap Greenseeker to get that useless land out of the way, hopefully hit more non-land cards and keep going. Similarly, Wayward Swordtooth just lets us play an extra land each turn, so instead of needing 2 lands for Frenzy to fizzle, we need 3 lands for the Frenzy to fizzle, and the Swordtooth stack. So as we're frenzying, we're hopefully playing a second Swordtooth and a third Swordtooth, which means we're going to be able to play 2 lands, 3 lands, 4 lands each turn, which makes it really hard for the Experimental Frenzy to fizzle. We can just play until we run out of mana. Otherwise, we have Treasure Map as well, which is kind of another Frenzy enabler. Once it flips around, the mana is helpful, but mostly, once we get that second land or an expensive card that we can't cast, Treasure Map can scry it to the bottom, hopefully find something better on top of our deck to keep the Frenzy going. As far as closing out the game, we got 2 main plans. Banefire, just a huge burst of damage to the opponent's face. Multani Yavimaya Avatar is going to be very big, like a 10-10 with Reach and Trample, closing out the game in just a couple of hits. Can also replay it if we need to, not easily with Frenzy because of the restriction of Frenzy, but we can always destroy our own Frenzy, play Multani, play another Frenzy. Llanowar Elves just ramps us into our Frenzy, and it's really cheap why we are Frenzying. Otherwise, Branchwalker, Steelleaf Champion, just some good threats. Branchwalker kind of works with Frenzy as a way to get a land out of the way with the Explore mechanic. Steelleaf gives us a backup plan where we can just Llanowar on turn 1, turn 2 Steelleaf Champion, try to beat our opponent down quickly. Otherwise, we get some more kind of finisher-esque type cards. No Hide Ferox is just really big. We don't have too many spells in the deck, so the drawback isn't a big deal. Regisaur Alpha, hasty dinosaurs off the top of our deck, works especially well with big old Ghalta Primal Hunger, which is often just 2 mana as we're frenzying, and if we got an Alpha out, is coming down with haste and just crushing our opponent with a huge attack. Otherwise, Vivian Reed, just a one-of Planeswalker for value. Mana base, kind of the traditional, not guild-supported mana base, with Timber Gorges being our second dual land. Sideboard, we get a bunch of removal options, including sweepers like Fiery Cannonade, Star of Extinction, Crushing Canopy to deal with artifacts, also flyers like Crackling Drakes and Niv Mizzets, Thrashing Broodon for artifacts and enchantments, Deathcourt Scavenger, some life gain against aggro, Graveyard Hate against decks like Arclight Phoenix strategies, Shaper's Sanctuary to protect against removal, and that is Gruul Frenzy for Standard, and that's our Goldfish Gladiator deck for this week. So let's get to the gameplay, see just how many cards we can play off Experimental Frenzy in Standard if we build all in around it. Hopefully, we have some really absurd Frenzy, so let's give it a shot, see how it works. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap-up. Alright, Goldfish Gladiator time. We are trying out some Gruul Frenzy. Opponent gets to choose. I'm assuming they will play. They do. Yeah, alright. We'll keep this. Opponent's doing a bit of mulliganing. 4 is for our opponent, and Llanowar Elves. Well, Forest, go. Hopefully this Branch Walker or Treasure Map means we hit our lands. 4 is for our opponent. Steel Leaf. Alright. Rootbound Crag, Branch Walker. Land, please. Alright, there's a land. That's good. So now we get to play our own Steel Leaf and not die to our opponent's Steel Leaf. Really? Ugh. Well, that was one of the better mulligans I've ever seen. Steel Leaf champion. Opponent managed to mull to 5 and have Llanowar double Steel Leaf champion. Attacks, attacks. Well, we will block. I mean, if we could survive a bit, we should win the long game. Steel Leaf champion. Pass the turn. We are also missing our land drops, and our opponent actually has more mana than we do. Branch Walker. Explores. Hits a land. Alright. Plays a land. Opponent attacks. Well, trade them off. We got more cards. If we could stabilize, we should win. Alright. Steel Leaf champion. Tap land. No attacks. Opponent's got land and 2 unknowns. One of the 2 unknowns is Carnage Tyrant. Well, play a Branch Walker. Go exploring. Play a Forest. Play Greenseeker. No attacks. Opponent. Land. And passes. Alright, well, play the Forest. Play Multani. No attacks. Staying on D, staying on D. Multani is a good way to stop Carnage Tyrant for now. Jade Light Ranger. Alright. And we have the Frenzy. Man, our opponent made this super close for being a mull to 5. Ooh, Shalai. They did make it super close. And Shalai, well, Multani can handle Shalai. So hopefully this Frenzy just takes over. Alright, last card's a land. Opponent. Passes. Alright. Looks like it's Frenzy time. So play the Mountain. Play Treasure Map. Play Frenzy. Alright, pass the turn. So opponent gets a Shalai. But as long as we Frenzy effectively enough, this is fine. Opponent passes. Now play Llanowar Elves. Frenzy. That's a lot of our mana. And let's scry it to the bottom. Treasure Map. Wayward Swordtooth. No attacks. Pass the turn. Well, it's Frenzy versus Shalai. Who wins? Branch Walker explores. Opponent does have enough mana to put counters on their team. Thorn Lieutenant. Alright. Thankfully, Multani does have reach. Hopefully our opponent does not realize this fact. They do not. Alright. Sneaky reach. Sneaky reach for the win. Yes! 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 No one... People aren't used to Multani. And we will take advantage of that and potentially win because of it. Ooh, Vivian. Well, play Vivian. Play Steel Leaf Champion. Take up Vivian.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Greenseeker. No attacks. Pass the turn. We haven't been doing a good job frenzying into lands. Jade Light for our opponent. I think we're still good, though. Multani's holding down the 4, and we do have a lot of big creatures. Land of War, mills it, hits a land. Yup. Plays a land. They can't really attack with Carnage Tyrant because we can just trade with bad creatures. Like, it's not like they get rid of Multani. Plus, Multani comes back anyway. Opponent passes. Well, play the forest. Play the forest. Draw the forest. So many forests. Okay. Actually, let's just reset with Vivian. Take up Vivian.
The wilds are my shield.
Get rid of the forest. Play a treasure map. Well, go to combat. Attack with Multani. Opponent blocks and blocks. Well, that's fine because we have Multani 2 on top of our deck. So this is pretty much what we were hoping for. So kill the 2 biggest ones. Multani returns. Llanowar Elves. And pass the turn. I mean, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Opponent. Well, let's scry. Sure, Forest can stay on top. Play the Swordtooth. Play Greenseeker. Play Swordtooth. Flip treasure map. Bait fire to the bottom. Play the forest. Play Regisar Alpha. Take up Vivian.
Balance comes.
Take the land. And yeah, get in. If we attack with everything, do we win? Opponent blocks. Blocks. Takes 5. Yeah. Let's just wait one more turn. Let's just get in with Multani. Yeah, hit our opponent with Multani. If they kill it, that's fine. We can always get it back. Pass. Discard some lands to grow our Multani. And, I mean, that should do it. Brontodon, yup. Does this oh my god, this does ultimate. I don't think I've ever ultimated a Vivian Reed. It seems decent. Opponent passes. Well, Forest. Ultimate.
I'm a survivor. It is time.
Combat. We're just gonna attack. I mean, I think this has got to do it. No! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. Well, just kidding. Maybe this doesn't do it. Alright. Well, let's get some lands. Wait. Well, Frenzy's bugged anyway. Opponent kills the Frenzy. I think we still win, although that attack was probably not ideal. Alright, so we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so Branchwalker, Regisaur Alpha, Nullhide Ferox, Greenseeker, pass the turn. Oh man, we should not have made that attack. Wow. Hits us to 1? Okay. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible. So play Rootbound Crag. Tap 2 lands. Get back Multani. Pick up 2 lands. Play Multani. Play Greenseeker. Combat. Get in with Nullhide Ferox. Opponent takes it. What a weird, weird game. Pass the turn. Okay. Oh my goodness! Wow, we almost gave that away. We almost managed to find a way to... on Sarah's Wings on a Carnage Tyrant. That is something. That is a thing. Now what do we do? Let's go down Nullhide, I think, for... Actually, Nullhide seems fine in this matchup. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay. So let's cut Branchwalkers, go up 2 Brontodons, Starve Extinction, Lava Coil, and I guess we Nullhide for Lava Coil, too. Try it like that. Wow! Oh, man. Well, that's what we get for being like, haha, we're going to deal 1,000,000 damage with our emblem from Vivian. We were so close to being severely punished. And there was no reason for it. It was like ghoulish overkill. And we almost got absolutely wrecked. Alright. Well, we're on the draw. Let's get a nice little hand here. Okay. We'll keep this. We got a removal spell. Our mana's fine. This hand looks decent. Forest, Llanowar. Well, Timber Gorge, go. Sunpetal Grove, Branchwalker, Explorers into a land. Yup, it's in. Alright, let's just Forest and Lava Coil Llanowar. Pass the turn. Alright, Branchwalker, part 2. Ooh, Kinjali Sunwing. Man, so many sneaky flyers. Play Rootbound Crag. Play Wayward Swordtooth. Play Rootbound Crag. Play Llanowar Elves. Pass the turn. Plains and Shalai. Opponent gets in. Yeah, no blocks. Yeah, we're kind of getting beaten down here. I'll play Rootbound Crag. Play Forest. Play Treasure Map. Pass the turn. Man, we're in a bit of trouble. Sunwing. I think we gotta find Starve Extinction. Llanowar Elves. I think that's it. I think we're Starve Extinction or dead. Opponent gets in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, we are 1 permanent away. Do we block? I think we have to. Our only realistic plan is double treasure map to try to find our 1 Starve Extinction. Steel Leaf doesn't do it. Draw a step. Treasure map bottom. Come on, Star. Come on, Star. Swordtooth. Alright. Well. Ha. Interesting. I don't know what our opponent's playing, but it got us there. We could bring in... Maybe we need another lava coil. We saw a lot of flyers, too. What is going on in this deck? Vivian's good. Multani's good. I don't know how we bring in more. We can bring in another lava coil. I guess we gotta cut a Swordtooth and run it like that? Ugh, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we should just be cutting all the Frenzy stuff. The stuff that makes Frenzy especially good. Well, we're on the play. Alright. Our lands are a bit tappier than we'd like, but we gotta keep it. Opponent's an aggressive mulliganer. Rootbound Crag, goo. Opponent. Forest. Maybe they just mulligan until they hit a Llanowar Elves. Kind of looking like that. Oh, play a Forest, play Greenseeker. Pass the turn. Opponent, Steel Leaf Champion. Rootbound Crag, Steel Leaf Champion. Pass the turn. Opponent. 5, 6. Yeah, let's block. Trade off. Steel Leaf. Greenseeker. Banefire. Well, that's Greenseeker. This feels really weird, but let's... Banefire X1 on Llanowar. Play Llanowar. Because our opponent's been missing land drops. Branchwalker. Saves the day, saves the day. Tap land, opponent attacks. Well, Greenseeker. We just cannot hit our lands. Steel Leaf Champion. No attacks. Yeah, we're having a heck of a time hitting our land drops. Opponent land. Shalai, the voice of plenty. Opponent. Thinking. Attacking. Well, we will kill Branchwalker and take our beats. Down to 10. Untap. Land. Give us a land. Alright, play Steel Leaf Champion. Get in with Steel Leaf Champion. Oh, we really needed Regisar Alpha into Galta. That was our dream scenario there. 2 Thorn Lieutenants for our opponent. Gets in with Shalai. Yep. Well, Greenseeker. Play Galta. Attack, attack. And I assume we're dead. Opponent must have a removal spell. Boy, we just could not find a land. Oh, that's a frustrating way for this one to end. Jeez. Opponent. Wow. Okay. Block, block. Maybe we win. Down to 2. Brontodon. And we got, oh my goodness, and we got the GGs? Okay. Oh man. What a crazy, wacky match. Well, we'll take the win. We will take the wins however we can get them. Oh, with Gruul Frenzy. Not a bad reward card. Sweet. Alright, Goldfish Gladiator time. We are playing some Gruul Frenzy. In Standard. Oh boy. Alright, mulliganing. Well, we got a turn 2 Wayward Swordtooth and a bunch of lands. And a Steel Leaf Champion. Well, alright. I guess we can go beat down, and then hopefully we find a Frenzy eventually. Opponent. Overgrown Tomb. Well, land, Steel Leaf Champion. Pass the turn. Opponent. Woodland Cemetery. Wild Growth Walker is not good for us. Play the Mountain. Play Wayward Swordtooth. Play the Forest. Play Branchwalker. I mean, we've done a good job of emptying our hand, but our opponent has Wild Growth Walker. that's going to start gaining tons of life and growing huge. I mean, that's a pretty impressive start. Seeker Squire explores, fine finality. Mills it. Grows, gains. Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, play the forest. Play Experimental Frenzy. Play Timber Gorge. Play Dryad Greenseeker. Attack. Attack. Opponent blocks. Alright. Takes her beats. Well, if this Frenzy sits out, that might be enough. We can play multiple lands each turn. Chupacabra. Takes down Swordtooth. Okay. Opponent passes. Another Frenzy. Well, play Frenzy. Play Greenseeker. Play the land. Go to combat. Attack, attack. No, just attack. Pass the turn. So we are stuck with a Banefire in hand, although eventually it could be good. Chupacabra, part 2. Gonna kill Steel Leaf. Alright. Opponent. Land. And passes. Well, Steel Leaf. Step 1. Play the forest. Draw the land. Draw the land. Branch Walker. Draw the land. Man, we are always just short with these Banefires, aren't we? Well, go to combat. Attack. Would love our opponent to block with Wild Growth. Does not. Alright. Chupacabra. Alright, pass the turn. Land for our opponent. Jade Light explores, gains life. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have these Banefires in hand for the late game, potentially, when we might actually be able to cast them. Branchwalker explores. Assassin's Trophy. Okay. Do they even keep that? I don't even know if it's worth keeping. They do. Alright, explores. Opponent gained back a bunch of life. Opponent passes. Alright, let's Frenzy. Treasure Map. Swordtooth. Greenseeker. Scry. Regisar to the bottom. Land. Land. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. No attacks. Pass the turn. We're drawing all of our bombs. We might have to spend a turn sacking these experimental frenzies at some point. We're going to have 2 huge Banefires and a huge Multani in hand. Those are cards that we would like to get on the battlefield. Opponent has Carnage Tyrant. Sure. We could scry Multani to the bottom. I don't think it's worth it. Play the land. Ooh. 5, 10. All right. Galta. That's good. Branchwalker. Draw the land. Play the land. Draw the land. Regisar Alpha. Ooh, that makes Galta hasty too. Draw the land. Wayward Swordtooth. Scry with Treasure Map. Treasure Map bottom. Alright. Combat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we're gonna attack with Galta. Man, Frenzy really goes to town once it starts. Oh boy, the Frenzy is out in force. Opponent blocks, opponent blocks. Wow. Did our opponent... That was some odd blocking decisions. If you're going to throw a bunch of your best creatures in front of Galta, it seems like you should kill Galta instead of put 10 damage on it. Swamp for our opponent. Has its trophy, kills Galta. Well, that's fine. We actually don't want to draw the Vivian here. Getting a land is fine. Opponent. Passing. Frenzy. Frenzy. Land. Land. Land of War. Multani. Registar Alpha. Oh, this deck. Scribe with Treasure Map. Vivian to the bottom. Play Treasure Map. Yeah, that's fine. Go to combat. No attacks. Pass the turn. Discard a land. Opponent finds a Carnage Tyrant, which is a little dino compared to Multani. Opponent passes. Scry with Treasure Map. Null Hide to the bottom. Play Treasure Map. Sack Frenzy. Sack Frenzy. Play a land. Play a land. Play a Steel Leaf Champion. Play a Branch Walker. Go to combat. We'll get in with Multani. It's a 22-22. We basically just frenzied through our entire deck. Opponent gonna do some chumping. I don't even know what their out is. Like, even if they kill Multani, I guess we should have just attacked with everything, and we probably would have won. Yeah, we definitely would have won. Oh well. I mean, our opponent does not have any outs. I'm just having too much fun frenzying to care about things like winning. Alright. Well, get a land out of our deck. Opponent passes. Well, let's just finish him. Get in there! Take that opponent! Yes. Well. Frenzy! Frenzy! Oh, man. Frenzying is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Okay, that went well. That went very well. Okay. So against this deck, do we want to change much? I think we can go down Null Hide. Maybe go down Vivian Reed. Go up Starve Extinction. Let's go down a Branch Walker. I really want the Lava Coils. Lava Coils to deal with the life gain especially. We are on the draw for game number 2 against Golgari. Alright. We're going to keep this. Hopefully, a Forest would be our best draw. Opponent's got Llanowar Elves. Ugh. Registar Alpha's kind of on the other end of the scale from Forest. Woodland Cemetery. Opponent gets in. Yikes. Well, this might not go well, boys and girls. Greedy keep, and we are going to be punished. Tap land. Opponent gets in. Well, we're not. Ooh, land. I like that. Well, let's Lava Coil this Llanowar. Opponent apparently need the mana, because they thought about attacking and then didn't. Play Rootbound Crag. Alright, things are shaping up. We're going to be able to start casting things, potentially. Woodland Cemetery for Junior Asparagus. Choops. Well, come on, more land. More land. Yikes. Well, treasure map, go. Well, we're doing whatever the opposite of frenzying is right now. The slowest, clunkiest. I mean, I guess that's what we deserve for keeping a one-lander. Oh, thank you, opponent. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I love treasure map, but I am super, super down with getting a land. That makes me happy. Ooh, and another one. Things are coming together. Well, let's Steel Leaf Champion. Play a forest. Pass the turn. Now we're one land away from Regisar Alphas. So I'm for our opponent. And opponent's only got 2 cards in hand. Alright, Vraska's Contempt. Sure, 1 card in hand. Man, maybe we can just grind them out, even after missing those lands. Land. Ugh. Well, Wayward Swordtooth. Timber Gorge. Timber Gorge, the mana will get better once we get Stomping Ground and Ravnica Allegiance. That's what we're missing right now. Wild Growth Walker. Well, for how slow we started, we're still in pretty good shape. Opponent passes. We're definitely going to Regisar Alpha. And attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so another Regisar Alpha. Wow. Alright. Well, we're fine with that. Getting rid of 2 creatures for a dinosaur token. Kind of a 2 for 1. 2 for a half. It does mean we need to draw a land to ascend. Cast down on Swordtooth. Yup. Opponent needs some exploration. Well, let's, instead of Regisar Alpha, actually, Regisar Alpha is too good to pass up. We're just going to do that. I wasn't thinking that the second one also has haste, so we just get to swing with everything. I wanted to Greenseeker Steel Leaf, but that's just too much damage to pass up. Maybe opponent's setting up Fine Finality to wrath our board. They are. And they get to keep their Wild Growth Walker combo. Ish. Alright, now we will Steel Leaf Champion. Greenseeker. Timber Gorge. Well, it looks like we're going to be able to play this Frenzy with a little bit of support and as... Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. That was a good draw for our opponent. Ooh, Hand of Vraska's Contempt. Alright. Explores a ton, gains a ton. Huh? Wait. Oh, it's got counters from that. Alright, no blocks. And they kept Vraska's Contempt down to 9. Well, play Multani. Pass the turn. And we might be in trouble. Vraska's Contempt on Multani. Yup. Opponent. Hits us for 5. Ooh. Alright, well. Kill Jade Light, take 5. Greenseeker. Get a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play a forest. Play Swordtooth. Play Greenseeker. Pass the turn. Now we're in super ultra chump block mode. Although, next turn we can try to start frenzying. Opponent. No attacks? Ooh, okay. What did they draw? Well, Greenseeker. Take the land. Play the land. Frenzy. Play the land. Play the treasure map. Play the Greenseeker. No attacks. Pass the turn. Staying alive? Maybe. Ish. Forest. Opponent. Oh, if we get to untap with a fully powered Frenzy, gets in. We'll just chump here. Yeah, that's fine. Lose a Greenseeker. Yeah, let's scry. Drawing Steel Leaf doesn't do much. Alright, we draw land. Play Llanowar. Play the mountain. I don't really want the second Frenzy. Frenzy to the bottom. Greenseeker. Multani Part 2. That's a big old Multani. Yeah, let's get in. We gotta close out the game at some point. Hit our opponent. Pass the turn. 10-10. Land for our opponent. Are we gonna get this with the Frenzy? Oh, I thought we were so dead. Opponent passes. Frenzy. Swordtooth. Oh. Wow. Alright. Banefire for 7? Beat you down? Opponent takes it? Frenzy! The Frenzy's coming through. Opponent's at 5. And I don't think there's an out. Wow. Well, we got a bit lucky that our opponent drew lands at an inopportune time. Alright, Vraska's Contempt. I don't even think that keeps our opponent alive, though, by itself. Land. Untapped. And gives up! And that is the Frenzy! That is the Frenzy. Looking good. So, hey. Alright. Goldfish Gladiators time. We are playing some Gruul Frenzy. In Standard, of course. And, yeah. Sure. This sounds pretty good. I mean, Llanowar, some of our land stuff. No Frenzy or red mana, but we should find it. Plains for our Ooh, Steel Leaf. Steel Leaf is good. When you have a Llanowar on turn 1, Steel Leaf is probably the card you want most on turn 2. That can win some games all by itself. Wild Growth Walker. Alright, let's just Llanowar Elves. And Greenseeker. With this Wild Growth Walker out, it seems likely that we're going to be playing for the long game. The long and grindy game. Oh my god. Another one. Okay, so Branch Walker. Graveyard. Play the land. Branch Walker. Well, we gotta keep Frenzy. Pass the turn. We do need to find our red mana. Here comes the exploration. Ooh, into a land. That's exactly what our opponent wanted. Yep. Grows the Wild Growth Walkers. Plays a land. Well, opponent's mana troubles are diminished. Opponent passes. Well, let's spin it to win it. Red mana? Well, alright. No attacks. I mean, we'll take another green source. We just want a Frenzy. We need a red source. Ooh, oh, it's Bant. Huh. Interesting. I have not seen much Bant Explorer. Vine Mare. We don't really care about Vine Mare. Red mana. Red mana. Frenzy. Greenseeker. Where's our red mana? Jade. Oh dear. Jade Light. Charticors. Vine Mare. Mills them both. Grows some massive wild growth walkers. Opponent passes. So, Branch Walker. Graveyard. Greenseeker. Oh my god. We can't frenzy if we can't find a red source. Oh my goodness. These wild growth walkers are getting absurdly big. Mills it, finds a land. Okay. Yes. Biggest wild growth walkers in history. Sure. Hinterland Harbor. Opponent. Oh, getting frisky. Or not. Well, 5, 6, 7, 8. Block. Block. Alright. Well, we take some damage, and a lot of stuff dies. Red mana. Oh boy. Okay. This is not good. This is... At some point, we just gotta assume we're getting unfortunate. Opponent gets in. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll take it. Our way to potentially get back in the game is to... Well, not that. Greenseeker. Red mana. Alright. And that does it. Oh, good golly. Well, no frenzying that game. We just could not find a red source for the life of us, no matter how hard we tried. Okay, so go down a Vivian, go down 2 Branch Walkers, go up Lava Coil, Lava Coil, Lava Coil, go down Nullhide for Star of Extinction. Run it like that. Alright, alright. Frenzy! We wanted to frenzy! But our deck would not cooperate. That was awkward. Alright, here we go. We will play first. Alright, we're going to trust our deck, that they will not do this to us twice in a row. We got the Lava Coil for Wild Growth. We have exactly what we want, minus, like, a red source. And we have a Greenseeker to hopefully help us find it. Forest. Land of War. Green mana. Green mana. For the love of God. Not again! Not again! Please, please, deck, don't do this to us. Island for our opponent. Hadana's Climb. Okay. This is the worst. The worst, the worst, the worst. Oh, boy. Who would have thought it'd be so hard to, yeah, wild growth, sure. Counter it up, counter it up. Give us red mana or give us death. Literally. Opponent. Passes. Greenseeker. Alright, we'll play a Steel Leaf. Oh boy! This is brutal, this is brutal. Our deck is not cooperating in the least. Okay. Well, this is very much game. Yeah, gets to flip the climb, grow the wild growth walker. Yeah, this is the worst. Literally the worst. Yeah, alright. Well, sometimes your deck just doesn't cooperate. That was one of the times. Alright, Goldfish Gladiator time. We are Gruul frenzying in standard. And looks like we're losing die rolls. Awkward. We're gonna keep this. Little awkward we got a basic mountain. Might keep us from playing... Well, there's a frenzy. Might keep us from playing our Steel Leafs on time. We'll see. Bone it. Forest. I swear to God, Arena. We have played... I swear I've played like 8 matches today, and everyone has been against a Wild Growth Walker deck. Literally every single one. Branch Walker. I played on the ladder. I played in a league. No matter what I do, it's this deck on repeat. I mean, I guess in defense, we've seen a couple of like slightly different takes on Golgari, along with one was green-white Wild Growth Walker, but every round, no matter what we do, it's just Golgari or butt. Well, I mean, we're gonna block if they have something, then okay. More frenzies. We'll play the Forest. Play Steel Leaf Champion. Pass the turn. This is a matchup that makes me wish we had Immortal Sun. There's the Swamp. Opponent. What's our opponent doing? Passing. Alright. Greenseeker. Treasure Map. Well, play Steel Leaf Champion. Part 2. Play a mountain. I don't think there's a way this goes bad. We're going to attack. Opponent takes it. Alright, pass the turn. The good news about this is, yeah, if our opponent just plays Vivian Reed, we do get to just attack it for a lot. Takes up. Yup. Finds a swamp. Alright, well, that's not too threatening. We don't really have removal, but... Alright, let's Greenseeker. Ooh, alright, there's a land. Take a forest. Untap. Oh god. That's a draw. I'll play the forest. Play the treasure map. Go to combat. Attack Vivian. Down to 1. Opponent either lets it go or chumps with Branch Walker. They can't block with Wild Growth Walker here. Yeah, opponent's going to chump. Vivian stays at 1. Well, now we follow that up with the 2-mana Galta. And, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, opponent. Galta is big. And we even have Multani in hand, too. We want to keep... Alright. Vraska's Contempt. Gets rid of Galta. Well, we're finally going to get rid of this Vivian, I think. Takes up. Gets another land. Okay. Plays a land. Alright, so treasure map. Yeah, we'll keep the forest. Greenseeker the forest. Untap. Play the forest. Play Llanowar Elves. Kill Vivian. We're going to attack with both. We just really want to make sure it's dead. Now we can Frenzy. Yeah, I guess we Greenseeker the land. And alright, pass the turn. Cast down on Steel Leaf. Well, if we untap with Frenzy, we're just in such good shape here. Swamp. Jade Light. Alright. Well, that's gonna make a big Wild Growth Walker. Ew. And they found a Chupacabra. Okay, okay. Well, I guess we could fizzle with our... Opponent gets in. Yeah, we'll take it. I mean, it's not impossible that we fizzle, but untapping with Frenzy, we should be pretty favored. Timber Gorge, I think we want to draw it. We don't mind drawing the land. Llanowar Elves. So, play Llanowar. Play the forest. Treasure map. Forest to the bottom. Play treasure map. Treasure map. Forest to the bottom. Swordtooth. Well, we'll cash in. Oh, we don't need to cash in a treasure. All right, play a Swordtooth. And yeah, let's just pass. We should be set up for an even better frenzy next turn. Opponent can, like, Chupacabra Swordtooth, I guess? But with Treasure Map, Treasure Cove, and Greenseeker, we can get through a lot of lands with our frenzy. And we should hit more Swordtooths eventually. Alright, there's Chups. Kill Swordtooth. Yup. Wow, opponent's staying aggressive. Well, we're playing for the long game. We'll take our beats, kill Jade Light. Untap. Frenzy. Play the mountain. Null Hide. I mean, I guess we play it. Play Null Hide. Get the land out of the way. So our opponent have Assassin's Trophy, maybe? Alright, so get the land out of the way. Llanowar Elves. Frenzy is so sweet once you start going. Found it. Yeah, resolves. Greenseeker. We can't play this, right? Yeah, let's treasure map, scry the land to the bottom. Opponents. Is this salty? Salty roping? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's unfortunate. Alright. Well, pass the turn. So we're drawing Vivian. We could scry it to the bottom. I don't think it's really worth it. Ferox shuts down this Wild Growth Walker. Forest, Doom Whisperer. Well, I think we're going to have to destroy our Frenzy. We have another one in hand, so I think we destroy Frenzy, Vivian the Doom Whisperer. Opponent. Alright. So sack Frenzy. We also want to get down this Multani. So Frenzy goes away. We draw Vivian. We play for pay for Ferox. Play Vivian. Vivian, get rid of Doom Whisper. Play the Forest. Play Multani. Get in with Null Hide Ferox. Yeah, I think that was worth it, especially with another Frenzy in hand. So we can reassemble the Frenzy if we want to. Opponent jumps. Ooh, alright. That's even better. We actually get to kill Wild Growth Walker. Well, that was good. That was the biggest problem left on the board. Carnage Tyrant. I mean, Carnage Tyrant's good, but Multani's bigger. Opponent. What are you doing about the 10-10? It doesn't even die permanently to Chupacabras. Opponent's passing. Well, Greenseeker. Alright, Branchwalker on top. Okay, that's fine. Untap. Take up Vivian.
Meet my newest friend.
Yeah, take a land. Play Branchwalker. I think we want to try to empty our hand again. Play Branchwalker. Get a land. Play Branchwalker. Steel Leaf. And we'll keep it. Play the Forest. Frenzy. Steel Leaf. Swordtooth. Alright. Multani you? Yeah, let's Multani. Hit our opponent for 11. Opponent takes it. And pass the turn. Well, that was a good mini frenzy. We just go so crazy. Alright, Doom Whisper returns. Although Vivian Reed can put an end to it. Branchwalker, yup. Golden Demise. I guess that's okay. It kills a lot of our stuff. Well, some. Opponent does keep it. And passes? Alright. So, untap. Play Greenseeker. Play the Forest. Regisar Alpha. And Regisar Alpha? Okay. And then kill Doom Whisper.
Scars are lessons written in skin. Feel the wrath of Scala.
This has got to be lethal. So opponent blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, let's just attack with everything. This should be lethal. Swing with the crew and the frenzy. Coming through. Opponent's going to attempt to chump our trampling Multani. Oh, all right. Well, it doesn't matter what our opponent does here. They're just strictly dead. Strictly deader. It's an unsolvable problem, opponent. No matter how optimally you block, you're still just as dead. Oh, got him. We got him. Wow. Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close to being alive. All right. Well, we're learning how to play this matchup because it is a never-ending, battle. I still wish we had better answers to Planeswalkers. That is one of our bugaboos. I mean, I guess our creatures can do it when our draw is good enough, but... Alright, on to game 2. We are up a game, which is good. We're on the draw. Slightly less good. Huh. I like the Lava Coil. Otherwise, this hand's really slow. And we don't have red mana. I think we're going to mulligan. Well, alright. We'll keep the Frenzy with this hand. We can empty our hand pretty quick, and then hopefully just Frenzy it. Opponent, Llanowar. Well, we will see your Llanowar. Raise you a Llanowar. 4 is for our opponent. Wild Growth Walker. Well, Rootbound Craig, Steel Leaf Champion. Pass the turn. Alright, there's a black mana. Opponent. Passing? No Explorer creature? That's good. I'll play the Forest. Get in with Steel Leaf. Treasure Map. And pass the turn. Worth getting it down before the Frenzy, I think. Swamp for our opponent. Well, there's big old Doom Whisper. We're going to keep Starve Extinction. That does answer everything. Alright, opponent gets in. Hits us. And passes. Yeah, we can't Frenzy. We need to Starve Extinction first, I think. No surveilling for our opponent. Wild Growth Walker, part 2. Good God. And Jade Light. Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Well, land. Thank goodness for Starve Extinction. Our one-of sideboard Starve Extinction is hopefully going to save the day here. Swamp. Opponent. Attacks. Well, we'll take 6. Well, scry with treasure map. A land is fine. Banefire to the bottom. Flip treasure map. Well, there's the land. I guess we'll keep it. Go to combat. Get in with Steel Leaf. We are going to have to give up all of our treasure, unfortunately. Opponent takes it. Well, Starve Extinction. Blow up a forest. And, yeah, I mean, that's the best we got. Wow. No surveil. Opponent just lets it go. All right. Let's see what happens. Maybe that's going to be enough. Hopefully there's not another Doom Whisper. Opponent. Yeah, they probably have fine finality. Alright. I'll play the forest. Play the Branch Walker. I guess we'll leave it. Play Frenzy. Pass the turn. Well, this is where we hopefully take over the game. Opponent. Forest. Carnage Tyrant. Play the forest. Play the Swordtooth. Play the forest. Pass the turn. Tap land. Wild Growth Walker. Seeker Squire. Well, we know our opponent's hand. Yep. Explores. Sure. Attacks. Well, we are going to kill the Carnage Tyrant. Sack the Frenzy. Lava Coil Wild Growth. Play Steel Leaf Champion. There's some merit to playing Frenzy, but... Oh, Top Decked! Top Deck's a Wild Growth Walker. Jeez. That was a good draw. That was a very good draw. Golden Demise. Opponent. Gonna keep it, I think. Alright, mills it. Llanowar. Mills it. Grows Wild Growth. Opponent passes. I'll play treasure map. Play frenzy. Play the forest. Play branch walker. Draw the forest. And alright. Pass the turn. It's all up to frenzy. Swamp. So our opponent could get something back. I guess it's just Carnage Tyrant? Yeah, it's got to be Carnage Tyrant. It could be Doom Whisper, I guess. Ew, they can even play it immediately? So we're going to have to find an answer for Doom Whisperer pretty quick. Sacks. Oh, alright, that's good. Well, that's way better than Doom Whisperer. Doom Whisperer might have beat us. Opponent goes attacking. Well, I mean, block and block. In Frenzy we trust. Scry with treasure map. Steel Leaf. And I think we still want to draw it. We just want to get the counters on treasure map. So we draw Steel Leaf. Ew. Play treasure map. Nullhide Ferox isn't bad. Play Nullhide. Play the forest. Scry with treasure map. Nullhide does block Carnage Tyrant. Forest to the bottom. We really want... Well, Llanowar's fine. Playing extra lands. There's our Swordtooth. Swordtooth's going to hand, unfortunately. Alright. Well, I mean, I guess we could sack Frenzy eventually. Pass the turn. Opponent. So we know there's a Carnage Tyrant. Yep, there it is. Carnage T. And another Memorial. Well, let's see if we can out-frenzy it. Opponent. So we're okay with drawing the Swordtooth, I think. Not sure what our opponent's thinking about. Alright, opponent passes. We draw Swordtooth. Play Rootbound Crag. Well, let's sack Frenzy. Play Steel Leaf Champion. Play Swordtooth. Play the forest. Pass the turn. So next turn we can reassemble. We can reassemble Frenzy with a bunch more stuff on board, including a Wayward Swordtooth. Although we're gonna have to pay for our Ferox to do it, unless our opponent is nice and just attacks with Carnage Tyrant. All right, Branch Walker explores. Hits a land. Grows Wild Growth Walker. Forest. Yeah, it looks like they're going to get back a Jade Light, I assume. I am pretty glad they did not get back the... the Doom Whisper before. Alright, Jade Light returns. I've gone through a lot of these memorials. Jade Light resolves, explores. Branch Walker And Branch Walker. Okay. Grows Wild Growth Walker. Sure. Opponent. Oh, please attack. We would love an attack here. Getting rid of the Nullhide Ferox would totally be worth it. Wow. All right. Or no. Come on, opponent. Attack. Opponent. Eventually decides against it. Well, flip treasure map. Leave Frenzy on top. Scry with treasure map just to get the counter. Frenzy on top. Untap. Draw Frenzy. Pay for Ferox. Frenzy again. Play Branch Walker. Graveyard Frenzy. Play Swordtooth. Well, play Multani. We gotta sack a lot of treasure to do it, but Multani's too good to pass up here. And no attacks. And hopefully Multani just takes us down. Opponent's got a Branch Walker. They explore. They grow their Wild Growth Walker. Ooh, Vraska's Contempt. That is a Multani answer. Gain some life, up to 40. We do have to actually kill our opponent somehow. Opponent. Thinking. I don't even know what there is to think about now. There's no possible game actions that can be made. Pass the turn, opponent. Pass the turn. Alright, we draw Regisar. Play a Swordtooth. Opponent. Back in the tankler. Back in the tank. They're busy lapping ramen. Timeout used. Well, we have 3 timeouts. Our opponent has 0. Resolves. Pay for Ferox. Lava Coil Jade Light. Whew! Big Mama Galta coming down for 2 mana. Galta. Go to combat. Attack. 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 Attack, attack. They kill this. That might be too much. Let's just attack. Alright. Yeah, let's just get in with Multani. I was trying to think if there was a way we could lure them into letting us kill this Wild Growth Walker, but, well, Lava Coil, Branch Walker. Scry with Treasure Map. Banefire, we'll save that for the end, if we get to it. Alright, pass the turn. Man, we're going to have 2 Regisar Alphas in hand. Well, we know our opponent has a Vraska's Contempt. They deal with Multani. Okay. But we still have a Galta. And we still have a Frenzy, most importantly. And we still have another Multani that we will find sooner or later. And we can play as many lands as we hit. Like we have 4 land drops to turn at the moment. Opponent. Thinking. Are we gonna grind this out thanks to thanks to Frenzy? These games against Golgari are wild grindy games. But Frenzy is the difference. Like, Frenzy is the reason that we manage to... When we do win, Frenzy is the reason that we win. 100%. Raymond Lapper! Put down the Raymond, finish the game. Then you can eat all the ramen you want. Is this the salty roping? Okay, opponent managed to time themselves out. So our turn. We draw a Regisaur Alpha. We play a Forest. We play a Llanowar Elves. Opponent said oops, but now they're back. Opponent. Alright. Rootbound Craig. Well, pay for Ferox. Treasure Map. Forest. Llanowar. Steel Leaf Champion. Vivian Reed. Forest.
Would you like to see
Take up Vivian.
You can't stop.
Take a mountain. Scry with treasure map. Flip treasure map. Alright. Combat. Attack with Galta. I guess we do have to kill our opponent before we... before we run out of cards? That might be our main challenge now. Opponent takes it. Down to 20. I'll pass the turn. Swamp for our opponent. Oh, it's the I give up attack. Well, we will block. We will block, 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 and block. And we got the GGs. All right, wrath the board. Everything dies. Well, on our opponent's side. Untap. Combat. Attack. Everything. Oh, my lord. Well, we got there in our endless Golgari Mirror Match League. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's a win. It counts. It counts. Oh, sweet. All right. Goldfish Gladiators time. We are playing Golgari an endless amount of times with Gruul Frenzy in standard. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh, man. Please not Golgari. I don't think I... The Golgari matches, at least, except for the ones where we just lose to a Wild Growth Walker, they've been some interesting matches. I'm just getting tired of playing the same match. Alright. This is a hand that... Whoa. Red mana. What is happening? That's not Golgari. Could be Drakes. Could be mono red. At least it's something different. I have no idea if this is better or worse for us. But at least it's different. Bone it. Okay, looks like Drakes. Electromancer. I'll play Greenseeker. I'm actually a little worried about the Drakes matchup. Against Drakes, our deck doesn't play much removal, and it doesn't have many ways of dealing with flyers. Well, there's a Phoenix. Island. Chart of course. Opt. Well, here comes the Phoenix. The Freenix. Yep. Found it. Getting in. Huh. I'm tempted to kill Electromancer. But I don't think we can, unfortunately. Dear. I think our primary way of winning is just to play something huge quickly And let's treasure map. Pass the turn. I guess Multani is good. If we can find a Multani, at least it can block a flyer. And it should be hard for this deck to deal with. We only have 2 of them, though. I guess Vivian Reed is another potential answer. Bone it. Thinking over their options. Lava Coil, well, might as well activate. Yeah, there's a Frenzy. Frenzy is sweet, but... Well... Alright, Steam Vent's tapped. Opponent. Gets it. Down to 12. I'll play the Forest, play Regisaur Alpha. Dino. Get in with the Dino. Pass the turn. Yeah, all we can really do is try to race. I'm not sure how practical it is. Getting less practical by the minute. Crackles. Mountain. Gets in. Yeah, we're just dead next turn. Unless we top deck Multani, Nullhide. Alright. Well, yeah, this feels like a really tough matchup. Very, very difficult. Huh. So, what do we have that's... We can bring in 2 Crushing Canopies. We can bring in 3 Lava Coils. And maybe the Death Gorge Scavengers. We can go down Greenseekers. And Nullhide. And it's probably just Wayward Swordtooth. Will be a less frenzy-friendly build, but we gotta get in ways to deal with flyers. That is the most important thing in this matchup. So we do get some options after sideboarding. Definitely playing first. Well, okay. Kind of a slow hand. Treasure Map does help smooth things out, though. Forest, go. Bone it. Steam Vents. Well, Forest, Treasure Map. Come on, no Electromancer. Bone it. Considering all the options. Island. Passes. Well, no Electromancer. I guess we'll keep Llanowar. Play the Mountain. Play the Llanowar. Pass the turn. Opponent ups. To the bottom. Well, Multani is one of our better ways of dealing with big flyers. There's Electromancer. And a Chart of Course. Discards a land. Well, Forest, Regisaur. Get in. 4-3. Well, maybe we can just win on the beatdown plan. Opponent. Mountain. Ops. Opt, little not great with Electromancer. No discount. To the top. Opponent. Tormenting Voice. Discards a Mountain. Tormenting Voice discards a Crackling Drake. I don't know what our opponent's doing. Seems like Crackling Drake would be what you want here. I don't know what you're digging for. Ooh, well. Let's just Lava Coil Electromancer. Attack with everything. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent. Maybe our opponent just has a million Crackling Drakes. Regisaur Alpha seems legitimate. Actually, it might just be lethal. Mountain. Opponent passes. Well, Regisaur. And I think that does it. Double Regisaur. Gonna steal this win. Everything attacks. There's no blocking your way out of this one. Whew. All right. Well, I guess it is possible that we beat Drakes. We just got to draw 100% of our Regisaur Alphas. Easy. Easy game. All right. On to game 3. Gruul Rampage versus Drakes. Okay. I mean, we have a Lava Coil, which is good. Forest go. This hand actually seems pretty functional. Opponent. Island. And Radical Idea. Yup. Well, Rootbound Crag. Branchwalker. Wouldn't mind a land. Huh. Yeah, we're gonna Graveyard Land of War. Pass the turn. Island for our opponent. Kills our Branchwalker. We would like to just... Alright, there's a land. So play Rootbound Crag. Pass the turn. I guess we still need 2 more lands, but... Opponent opts. But at least we have removal. Opponent untaps. We're getting close to Regisaur Multani. Opponent opts. Unfortunately, I don't think we can just run out of Experimental Frenzy here. We have too many good cards in hand. Island. And... Tormenting Voice. Discarding Tormenting Voice. Ooh, Deathgorge Scavenger. I'll play the Forest. Deathgorge Scavenger. Get rid of Radical Idea. Keep that card draw out of here. Pass the turn. Come on, land! Land for Regisaur would be super good. I guess our opponent needs red mana for Crackling Drake anyway. That insane mana cost. Okay. There's the red mana. There's Crackles. Draws a card. Jeez. Play the land. Oh, we could hit for... Yeah, I guess we just got a Lava Coil. Lava Coil the Drake. Go to combat. Attack. I don't think our opponent has anything good. So let's just eat a Land of War. Gain a couple life. Pass the turn. We're getting close to Multani. Crackling Drake. Draws a card. Mountain. Opponent passes. Well. Banefire for 4. Take down Crackles. Alright, opponent's got a shock. We need a land for this Multani to shut down the air. Crackling Drake. Part million. Ugh, that's so many Crackles. Land, please? Oh. Crushing Canopy, that works. Radical Idea. Okay. Drake down. Play Treasure Map. Pass the turn. We've gotten through 3 Drakes. Please tell me there's not number... Oh my god. Niv-Mizzet. Niv-Mizzet is actually worse than a Drake. Wow. Well, we got Multani down finally. But our opponent just gets to go to town. Wow, do they really have an answer? Oh, dear. Well, we drew as many answers as we could hope for. Our opponent just drew more huge flyers than we could find answers for. Electromancer gets in. Chart, of course, draw some cards, pings us. Ugh, man. Well, looks like this is how the dream dies. Well, for being a ridiculously difficult matchup, I feel like we did a pretty good job. I mean, we put up a good fight. We drew answers to 3 Drakes, which in our deck, where we have like 5 answers period, is pretty good running, but Niv-Mizzet cleans it up. Now our opponent's got a full hand, and I don't think there's a way we can win from here. Radical idea. Draws 2. Niv-Mizzet's quite the magic card. It is quite the magic card. Radical idea, draws 2. I still think that we had to kill the Drake. We obviously can't let it live. It's just unfortunate that our opponent drew 3 Drakes. And our opponents essentially came pretty close to just 20ing us this turn. We had not taken any damage before this Niv-Mizzet came down. Well, yeah, this one looks pretty done. Galta, not doing it. Untap. Rube out Greg, and that's the end. Well, we put up a good fight for how miserable that matchup is. We gave it a good run, and we were close. So we finished with a 3-2 after playing Golgari roughly 1.5 trillion times. We get some rewards, get some money back. So, well, I mean, the deck was interesting. It has some insane games and it has some horrible games, but that's stuff to talk about in the wrap-up. Be back. So why don't we learn this week about Gruul Frenzy in Standard? And overall, this was kind of a weird one. So we played a competitive league, but I substituted out a match or two. So basically, in our competitive league, and on the day I was recording this, on Arena in general, it seemed like every single person was playing some sort of Wild Growth Walker deck, but specifically Golgari. So the league itself, we finished 3-2. We played the Selesnya deck that we started with. Then we played Golgari 3 times in a row. Went 2-1 in those matches, and then lost to Is It Drakes, which you saw to finish off the league. So I substituted out a loss to Golgari with a loss to the Bant deck, which is still kind of Golgari-esque. It was still a Wild Growth Walker deck, but at least it was a little bit different, because I know people don't really like duplicate matchups, and I don't like showing the same matchup twice, let alone 3 times, but it was unavoidable to have duplicate Golgari matchups, because I swear, on the day I recorded this, I played a bunch of ladder games and then the league, and I think I ran into Golgari something like 10 out of 12 matches or 13 matches, some ridiculous amount of Golgari, but as for the deck itself, oh man, it was really fun. We had some clunkiness. There were some games where our mana was kind of bad. We don't have that much red mana, so occasionally we had trouble casting our Frenzy or casting our sideboard removal spells. Sometimes the deck can be a bit clunky, draw hands where you get a bunch of expensive stuff and can't really get the Frenzy going, but the good games with this deck are some of the most insane, explosively fun games you can play in Standard, and the deck deck really does show the power of Experimental Frenzy when you're actually going all in around the card rather than just playing the card for value. Like, it's a fine card that you slam in your Mono Red or Boros deck, and you draw a couple extra cards sometimes, and it's very, very good there. But when you go all in on it with this deck, with the Greenseekers and the Wayward Swordtooths and the treasure maps, it is incredibly powerful, and I'm excited to see over the next 2 years, essentially, this card's going to be in the format. People are going to keep building around it and finding ways to break it, and I would not be surprised to see some really awesome Frenzy decks appear in the future. I feel like this is a really good early example of what you could do with Experimental Frenzy outside of just playing it for value and aggro, but there's definitely a ton more that can be done with the card because the card advantage is just so amazing, and you can see in this deck where like half of your cards are not only fine cards on their own, but also enablers for Experimental Frenzy. We had turns where we play like 10 cards and just amass this massive board out of nowhere. So I really enjoyed the deck. There is some bad news. Bad news number one is the deck has like literal zero removal in the main deck. I guess that's kind of untrue. We have Banefires, and Banefire is fine, but really we have very minimal removal, and we have no early game removal. So we saw some games where we really struggled with like Wild Growth Walker, and it's probably partly because we played, like I was saying, Golgari so many times. Maybe my perception is a little bit biased, but we played against Wild Growth Walker, and they would grow it, and they would gain so much life, and we'd get into these crazy long slogs where our opponent would just be at like 40 life and have a 5-7 or 9-11 Wild Growth Walker, and we'd have to just try to frenzy into a big enough board to support it. So in theory, I get why you're avoiding removal spells. Removal spells, if it doesn't have a target, is a way that Frenzy can fizzle, although this downside can be minimized if you play removal spells like, let's say, Lightning Strike, which can always go at the opponent's face. So I feel like maybe going literal no removal, except for the 2 Banefires as finishers, might be a little bit too risky. Another thing we realized is the deck seems to line up pretty poorly with Izzet Drakes, which is a pretty popular deck right now. We have some okay sideboard options with the Lava Coils and the Crushing Canopies, but we saw in our Izzet Drake matchup, we drew a lot of those cards, and we killed 3 Drakes actually, but still ended up losing to the Niv Mizzet. We don't really do a good job outside of Multani interacting with flyers, so there is a big risk that we just don't have any removal, don't have any way to really block flyers except for those couple of Multanis, which are expensive late game plays anyway, and we just get run over by Arclight Phoenixes and Crackling Drakes and Enigma Drakes. So I feel like those are some of the things that the deck could change and improve on, having a better plan for dealing with the Izzet Drake matchup. I don't know the perfect answer. Main deck removal does help. Maybe some more flyers would be easy. Like this deck, if you tweak the mana base, you could support things like Rekindling Phoenix or Demanding Dragon. It wouldn't be impossible to play those cards. They don't necessarily work with Frenzy, but really, Regisaur Alpha isn't a Frenzy card either. It's just a finisher. So in those flex slots with Regisaur Alphas and Nullhide Feroxes, we could find a way to play more flyers to block the Drakes, which could be pretty good. So I feel like maybe that is the path forward for the deck. Try to find a way to find some removal in the main deck, and maybe play a few flyers or something else to interact with opposing flyers, which was one of the big challenges of the deck. If we can solve the losing in the early game problem, and we can solve the losing to big flyers that we don't really have a way to interact with problem, this deck felt insane because you have those fast kind of nut draws, I guess, where you Llanowar Elves into Steel Leaf Champion and just get those free wins. That is present there, but we also have this absurd late game where we outdraw any control deck in the format with Experimental Frenzy with all these support cards. So I feel like the deck is a couple of tweaks away from being a really big contender in Standard. And remember, we're playing Gruul before Gruul is even supported in Standard. So we're playing like Timber Gorges, and we don't have the multicolor Gruul cards. So I think this strategy is definitely something to keep in mind for when Ravnica Allegiance releases in another 6 weeks or whatever. If we get some sweet Gruul cards, this deck could really take off, and it's going to get better for sure just by having better mana. It's going to be so much easier to cast a Steel Leaf Champion in a 2-color deck and not have to have those 3 basic mountains to play it off curve and all that stuff. So the deck's going to get better for sure, but with the right support cards from Ravnica Allegiances, Gruul Frenzy could be something to really keep an eye out for, and maybe even be one of the better decks in Standard. So the deck was super fun. It did super awesome things. Matchups, a little bit weird, a little bit clunky, but still we finished with a 3-2, which is a fine record for a weird under-the-radar deck, and we had just some incredible games with the deck. So I had a blast playing it. Hopefully you had a blast watching it. Anyway, I think that does it for our Goldfish Gladiators for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.